Holy cow. It's been a weekend. Now it's Monday. So, the trip was good. Natalie was not feeling great yesterday, so I drove home and have been battling a cold since Saturday morning, which is just exactly what I wanted to do this week, is be sick. It's my own fault. I should have made better choices and gone to bed at better times, but I did not, so now I am ill. My head feels like it is in a tank. And my head also feels like it is a tank. There's a lot of fluid in it. That's super gross, but that's how I feel. So, all of that is a thing. Also, people are cool. And I'm looking forward to spending time with small group people tomorrow and catching up. And hopefully not being too gross. And, because we have lots of ands today. I'm so out of it. I wrote a blog on Saturday in the car on my phone, which was an adventure that I would like to not do very often because it was not so ideal. Sucked all of the battery life out of my phone trying to write for that long. But I wrote about women in the church, which I had been putting off writing about for a long time, but it's been an important thing to me for a while now, and I've been leading up to it by talking about the rhetoric of the church and ways that the church could do better in treating people, not just humanely, but with love. And so the next logical step was to talk about women in the church, because that is a subject that my life applies to. I don't think it's fair for me to talk about minorities in the church because I am not a minority, but I think that similar but more steps could be taken to accommodate / welcome people of color, people who are not straight, people who are not identifying specifically as male or female, all of those lovely things that are hot button issues in the church. A lot of them are just ignored because they hope they'll go away. But I know that they won't. And so I wrote about women in the church and how there's really no reason to exclude them at this point, and there should be an equal share of service opportunities and the same types of service opportunities for everyone, regardless of who they are. And got a pretty decent response from some people. I have yet to have very much pushback from any of these things, and I feel like those people are just being quiet and just praying for my soul. You know they are. But it is what it is. I think as long as someone is saying something, even if no one is responding, at least something is being said. I think that's important. So I'm going to leave it at that and continue to write what I believe in ways that are both kind and respectful of other people, because that's a goal. Also, I connected with more than one person who was excited that I had written about this and wanted to make sure they knew, or make sure that I knew that they both agreed with and supported me for saying those things, which is both validating and encouraging. And so on that note, writing is weird. Sometimes you really get people's attention and sometimes you don't. And this time I did. And I don't think that's a bad thing.